Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Picnic Table Chat Show. This is season 4, episode 13, and I just want to say a massive hello to everyone viewing on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and everyone listening in the future on any of our podcast channels. So, hello. Hope everyone's been well. It is Sunday, the end of the weekend, but the start of the summer holidays. Brilliant. So what have we been up to? Today we had an amazing day. I don't know if you're talking about it for the last few weeks, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, we did our very first Ants on the Rock workshop. It was amazing. It was great. And I'm going to tell you all about it in just 2 seconds whilst I'm sorting out a bit of a technical issue. I don't know what's happening with my computer right now, but it's not happy with me. We just do that. 2 seconds. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Sorry for the echo and all the technical issues. That should be better. Hello, Katrina. Good morning, Katrina. That's a bit of a random one. Hello, Antisocial. Hello, Laura. Tracy, everyone for joining, thank you very much. And hello, Sarah, my wife, watching on Facebook. Yeah, the workshop went absolutely amazing. I've got loads to tell you, but first I'm going to tell you about how I got there, right? Bit of a situation. I had to carry the box a really, really long way. And when I say box, I mean this is a big old crate full of all the tanks and different things. I didn't take loads, but it was heavy. Right, so my arms, by the time I got there, my arms felt like they had just done a workout in the gym. Katrina's saying hello to the wife. The wife's on Facebook, so she can't see that, so I'm just passing on that message. I expect she'll say hello back. She's friendly most of the time. So yeah, that was a bit of an effort getting up there. It was like totally worth it though. So when we got there, like I say, my arms were tired and she might be, I don't know. My arms were tired and we've been invaded by an Evie. My youngest daughter's just come in. Well, there we go. So we're being invaded by children. It's been a fantastic day for kids. Yeah, the wife is coming to save the day. So that's a great start to this episode. Where was I? So yeah, I got there. My arms were tired, but it was absolutely fantastic. I was literally welcomed by like people who knew I was coming and were waiting for me to arrive. Like all super excited for us to arrive and start doing our thing. Yeah, it was really cool. I had my kids with me because it was like a kids event day, young people's day, whatever you want to say. You're not supposed to say kids these days. So I had these lovely kids with me. My kids, I can call them kids because they are my kids. I had Kayla and Amy. We took Evie as well. But if you want to say hello, girls.
Hello.
And what did we get up to today? Because you were really helpful. Both of you were really helpful. Do you want to go first, Amy?
Yes.
Go on then. Tell us all about your experience of today.
So we did the bouncy castle, which was really fun, and we did that at the end.
Yeah.
And then before that, we were doing lots of art.
Yeah.
Like some splat art. That was really fun.
Okay.
And we were also making stuff.
What did you do to help me?
So we were giving out these like little cards which can find ants on a block.
Yeah, what else were you giving out?
Stickers.
Stickers, yes. And you were being super helpful. You were telling people all about our ants and stuff, weren't you?
Yes, because that was my first staff.
Yeah, because you had a staff shirt and everything, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was super good. And you were really good and well behaved, and you know a lot of stuff. And I think it was great to have you there talking to some of the young children as well, because you can pass it on in a way that they understand. Kayla, what did you enjoy about today and how did you help me?
I enjoyed the painting and I enjoyed the bouncy castle.
Yeah. And what did you do to help me?
I helped giving out the stickers with Amy.
Yeah, you were both brilliant little helpers. And It's coming up in the chat as well. Brilliant little helpers. So did you both make new friends today?
Yes.
Yeah, and you both had a great time?
Yes.
And you both feel like you've helped me?
Yes.
That's the main thing. It was a fantastic time. Now, both of you need to give me a big kiss and a big cuddle and get yourselves to bed because it's getting late. Aww.
I want to stay for longer.
No, you can't stay on for longer. Right. Good night, girls. You say
Mummy
good night
just
to all
said-
the viewers.
Good night. Good night, viewers. Mummy said hi.
There we go. And that was my lovely, lovely children, weren't they? Spectacular. Yeah, no, it was a absolutely fantastic day. The workshop went really well. And like I said, I had them kind of passing out the stickers and the stuff. The stickers went down really well. There was like people walking around with them, like stuck to it. You know, it's great for a little bit of advertising, I suppose. Of the people that were really into what we were doing, like without going into detail or saying names, there was a couple in particular which already knew all about ants, absolutely fascinated with them already, came running up to me. They were waiting for me to arrive, so into everything that I had, and we had great conversations. And yeah, it was really fantastic speaking to them. And then I'm not sure if my sound's just cut out on that other microphone. Yeah, it has. So luckily I noticed that. I'm going to do something in the background just for 2 seconds and see if I can fix this technical issue. Because I do apologise about that. Here we go, here we go. Well, my computer's just completely decided to go off on one on that front. Oh, there we go. I don't know why. Here we go. Right, we are back on track. We'll be back in a second. So yeah, the workshop, we took loads of our different ants with us, or only a few different ants, and then we took some of the different insect and invertebrates and stuff that we've got. And we basically just had like a free-for-all. It wasn't a structured sort of event. Oh, there we go. It wasn't like a structured thing where we like sat them down and talked about anything. It was just a nice come in, have a chat, see what it's about. Hopefully we're back on track. If it cuts out again, please do just shout at me and I will do my best to fix it, as you know, every time. So yeah, it was really great. It was really exciting and I loved the whole experience. We've got more planned. Our next one is in August the 14th, right in the middle of August, a couple of days before my birthday. We're going to be again here in Portland. You can come see us for free, see what we're doing. We're going to take an even bigger collection with us next time, possibly Manny if he's up to it, depending on what he's doing and what stage he's in with molting and stuff like that. Different things, you know, it's going to be bigger and better every time that we do it, because you know me, I never stop making things bigger and better. Yeah, it's gonna be great, and like I really feel like it kind of fits in with our goal of spreading knowledge, you know, not just knowledge of how to keep them, but knowledge of what their importance is in their environment and just everything, if you know what I mean. And I love spreading that sort of knowledge. That's what we're about. So yeah, I feel it's brilliant, and it's a great thing for the brand to be doing as well. Like I say, more educational stuff, awareness situation. Yeah, I love it. Great fun. So if anyone's ever endorsed it, Oh wow, I've just seen there's a waxworm. Right, so I've put all the waxworms on the leaves and whatnot. There's actually a waxworm on. No, I put all the waxworms on the ground. There's a waxworm on the leaf here, and the leaf is now covered in Polyrhacus dives. So I'm going to give you a quick view of that quickly. But what was I saying? Yeah, if anyone's ever in Dorset, check out on our website. We on the events section, not just the Great Ant exhibition is there, but we have other events as well. And you can find us now wherever we're doing our workshops. We'll be posting up there if it's like a free come to event, and you can just come along and check us out. Basically, it's always good fun. But I'm gonna see if I can turn this camera around for you. 2 seconds. Look at that. They say that we dropped one on this leaf and they just sort of gone for it, I suppose. That's what they should be doing. Whilst we're moving, let's have a little look. We got the nest, absolutely massive at the minute. Keeps growing down to that side as well, down there. So it's getting huge, and above it is normally loads of ants and stuff and all sorts going on. We've got a mushroom growing there. That's appeared in the last day or so, actually. It won't last long. It will either be eaten or the light will completely destroy it. But it's a good sign of fertile soil. Let's go back to the ant view. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't drop it. There we go. If I dun 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 dun. There we go. I need like music when I'm doing my moving about sort of things. I don't know. You got me singing, I'm afraid. So that's what you're stuck with for now. So another amazing thing that we need to talk about, and a big announcement, I suppose, really big announcement for the channel. Most of you have probably seen it already, but I feel like I need to keep talking about it. We have sorted and signed another sponsor to our channel, Valhalla Martial Arts. Now, they are based in Weymouth. They have supported me in other ways, like mentally, quite honestly, for quite a long time. They've been absolutely amazing, keeping me on track and focused on my goals. That's what you do in a gym. You set your goal and you focus on it. And, you know, it doesn't matter if your goal is gym-based or work, home, life, anything. You set your focus on it and you go to it. And they've been really supportive of me. And they've actually now decided to officially become a sponsor of the Ants on the Rock brand. And that, honestly, it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's always great to have someone else on board, helping, keeping us on track and backing what we're trying to do. So a massive thank you to Valhalla Martial Arts. If you're ever in the Weymouth area and fancy a workout, I do highly recommend going down there. Check them out. They'll give you a free session for first thing, you know what I mean? Free first session. Absolutely amazing bunch of guys, really great knowledge when it comes to loads of different martial arts. But not just that, they're really nice and supportive as well. All levels are welcome, beginner, expert, anything. They've got like champions that train there, as well as people like me that are rubbish. You know what I mean? Anyone's welcome. Great gym. So if you're in the area, check them out, and you might even find out that I'm in there at the time that you pop in. So, you know, it's another chance you could come see me. Yeah, absolutely, Katrina. It just helps us grow the brand further, gives us a bit more possibilities. And it means that these giveaways that I've been doing quite regularly now are supported. You know what I mean? That's why we're able to do these giveaways, because I've been working on this sponsorship, and we knew it was happening, you know. So a massive thank you to them for supporting us again. Join in Answer Us. Answer Us, like I say, every stream, absolutely brilliant. They've supported us for a long time as well. Since pretty much the start of the channel, Answer Us have been amazing to us. And yeah, a massive thank you to both of those sponsors. So who saw that I caught a jumping spider? Now, I don't normally catch things and keep them, and I probably won't keep it very long, but I have caught a jumping spider. Like, it was just on my kitchen counter. And I was like, well, hang on a minute, I recognise that. So I got one of my pots that I've got from whatever it is. And it's got the air hole, you know, it's a proper critter pot. And I popped it in there and I posted it and it was confirmed. And I was like, oh, cool, I wanted one of these for ages. It's one of the zebra jumping spiders. Wanted one for ages. So I kept it, right? I built it a nice little bioactive enclosure in one of my ant outworlds, believe it or not. It's only a small outworld, but it's perfect for what it needs. It's got a nice bit of height to it, loads of airflow again, and it's big enough for a jumping spider. So I put a few sticks in and it looks nice, and the spider seems really happy jumping about and hunting. Basically, I've watched it be hunting this fruit fly for a while, and yeah, it was so cool to watch them. So inquisitive and very smart. Like, I've been doing some reading, as I always do whenever I get a new pet. I tend to do it before I get a new pet, but as I said, this was sort of a spell at the moment. It's there in front of me sort of job. So I've been doing some reading and research. And who here keeps jumping spiders? Because they're really cool, but apparently they explode. Has anyone ever seen them explode before? Now, this is something that I've researched, that when they try and look at the brain, like scientists try and do research on the brain, the spiders tend to explode due to a pressure buildup. I can't work it out, but I thought that was quite interesting. No, not the IKEA one. Believe it or not, Katrina, it's actually a bit different. It's pretty cool. I'm wondering if I can. Give me 2 seconds. Haha. Dun, 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 dun. So you get music all the time with me. Right, hold on. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. That little doodad. Right, it's really cool. The top comes off like that. Nice load of airflow. And somewhere in here, there he is. There's a little jumping spider. Whether he jumps about at the minute is another matter, but he's there. Do my awesome camera skills. Ooh, make seasick. Right. Let's go back. Put that in there. Like that. No, that's an awful angle. Aha! That's kind of better. Now you can kind of see. Kind of. Well, pleased with my Mario. Yeah, your beetle haul earlier was quite impressive, Katrina. You have to be happy about that. Oh yeah, they are. They're really cute, aren't they? And like I say, this enclosure is like perfect size for it. Not too big, not too small. It's got some nice airflow. I set it up with the bioactivity. There's some springtails and stuff in there. You know, it should do pretty fine. And it seems to be fine and happy. That's the main thing. That is always the main thing for me with any pet, especially one that I got from outside. Their brain explodes because their blood is super high pressure. Very cool. Thank you, the amazing Amy. I'm going to say that's probably my wife there on YouTube, the amazing Amy, just for you all to know. That is actually the amazing Amy's YouTube account. Surprise, surprise. You can find her YouTube account in the, I think it's on the main YouTube, not the kids' YouTube, but the wife is there using it. So everyone say hello to Wifey Wife, the amazing Amy, but she's not called Amy. Slightly confusing. But we do that to confuse you on purpose. Like, see who's paying attention. Right. Talking of who's paying attention, who fancies a duck race? Because we all love a duck race. We've got 6 people in the chat at the moment. So I'm going to set up a 6-person duck race. Absolutely. They shaped the wood really too cool anymore. The soil is full of worm eggs. Yeah. So what I do, Katrina, is after like a couple of months, just move all the beetles out, put them into a new enclosure, and then keep feeding that soil. Even if it's empty soil, it won't take long, and those worms will start hatching. And if there's not food in there, they will cannibalize each other, which is not ideal. You know what I mean? So we've got Katrina is number 7. Hang on. 1, 7. What? Now I'm confused. Everyone's going for the same numbers, I think. Right, I'm going to sort it out. Katrina's number 7. No, 6. Okay, that's why. Okay. Right, Katrina's number 1. Tracy's number 4. Antisocial's number 3. Creepy Critters, could you choose another one, please? We have 2, 5, and 6. So 6 is gone. So 2 and 5 is left. This one is not for a prize. I will point that out now. Make it clear. This is just for fun and to make sure the ducks are keeping up to like their fitness regime. We can't have them slacking. You know, you give them a night off, and that's the start of the bad habit. Then you know. The isopod colony is 5 in as well. Cute. Yeah, I love the oranges. They're very cool, aren't they? Excuse me and my bad cough. Now, I tell you what, I've been taking these new tablets to help with all my chest and everything, and it's supposed to help me bring up all the gunk in my lungs, basically. I swear to God, it's made me worse because I'm bringing it all up. It's made me twice as bad. Right, so, right, Wifey Wife, you're going to be number 5 now. Creepy Critters is number 2. That is all 6 numbers, I believe. Yeah, right, cool. I think that's all 6. Let me just write that down quickly. We got Katrina is number 1. We got Creepy Critters number 2. Antisocial number 3. Tracy's number 4. Wife is number 5. And who's number 6? Oh, I don't know. Like, we'll just go. Let's get these ducks rolling down the river. Otherwise, they're never going to go, are they? Right, who we got? Duck, Clown Duck. Is that what we call him? Clown Duck. We got Clown Duck there. I can't tell you much about Clown Duck. He's just come out of the circus. We got Wizard Duck. Now, Wizard Duck does have the broom. We've told him he's not allowed to use it. Keep your eye on him. Stripy Pink Duck. You can't trust that one either. It gangs up with the Plain Duck gang. And as there's only one Plain Duck, they're probably going to work as a team in some sort of situation that's completely uncontrollable. We got Alien Costume Duck. We know it's just a costume because of the eyes. And Strawberry Duck. Again, not a lot to say about Strawberry Duck. He grows quite well at this time of year. Let's get these ducks going. Thank you very much, Katrina, but there is no prizes on this one tonight. Just because we've done lots of giveaways at the minute. We've got lots of giveaways going on again soon. And the ticket giveaway and so on and so forth. We're just going to keep it for fun tonight. We do have a interview on the next episode, which will be Wednesday. I'm not going to tell you who it is or spoil it, but it's going to be really fantastic. It's not just ants. In fact, there's not going to be ants talked about much. Lots of cool things like snails and roaches and beetles and loads of cool stuff. Right? Loads of cool stuff. You're going to really enjoy that episode. Really interesting, kind person as well. So it's going to be great to have them on stream chatting about everything that they've got going on. And we're halfway through. Who is winning at the minute? It's pretty close at the moment. I don't want to say who's in the lead. It's changing too rapidly, especially on my screen in front of me, and I know it's lagging on your screen slowly. So it'd be unfair for me to call a winner. Now, Wizard Duck is pulling ahead. I don't know if that broom's come into action yet. We'll have to check the action replay afterwards. We have 20 seconds now, and it is neck to neck with all of the ducks, and that doesn't sound good, really. If you said that to a load of chickens, they'd go running a mile. The last 10 seconds now, we're coming down to the straight. They're all giving it everything they've got. You can't tell who's going to win to the last second. And number 2. Well done, number 2. Creepy critters, you got there. Number 2. Well done. And well done, that duck. I mean, that was hard work. All the ducks were working hard in that race. You could see the sweat pouring down their faces, although that might have just been a splashback from the river that they're going down. It's hard to tell. I just realised that I haven't changed the banner yet, have I? No, I haven't changed the banner yet. That was a mistake, wasn't it? That one. We'll do that one. There, like that. Just saving things and doing things in front of me. I forget sometimes. It's hard being a one-man show, right? Because I'm doing the talking, and I'd go and do, like, as you saw when I have the technical issues, and then I got all the other doodads, like, it's a hard being a one-man. I need, like, a whole production crew, and then we can have, like, awesome, like, editing going on and stuff whilst it was tense, wasn't it? It was very tense. Those duck races, I swear, like, they're getting tenser and tenser, mainly because the ducks, I'm pretty sure, are going to get more violent soon. They are starting to talk about rebellions and carrying knives and going at each other. We're pretty sure one of them was on steroids the other day, but that's under investigation. Anyways, I don't have to talk some rubbish sometimes, but it's good fun. Just drinking a half-cold cup of tea. I apologise for going quiet for just that moment. So what has everyone been up to this lovely weekend? What's the weather been like? It's been a little bit iffy here. Like, we're expecting thunderstorms, which would be very, very welcome. The garden needs it. But like, it's still very humid, which obviously heads towards a thunderstorm. But not a lot's really happening. It's hot, humid, cloudy, windy. There's sort of everything at once at the moment, but that's Portland. Portland's a little bit weird, as you might have heard. Now, I say that because if you don't know, there's a thing which is like keep Portland weird. Portland is quite weird. Back in like the 1500s, there was only like, what was it, like 40 something houses on the whole island, something stupid like that. So like people were like marrying between families, we could say, to keep it like family friendly. Yeah, not a great situation. So Portland's a little bit weird. But that's what happens on an isolated island, I suppose. I expect if you go to any small island off the coast of the UK, it was probably the same sort of situation up until like the 1700s, when we started going places more often and setting up our maritime business a bit more. Oh dear, my chest is not happy with me tonight. Now, I will say now, this isn't going to be a long stream either. I don't have a million things to talk to you about today, mainly because I've been just doing the workshop. Everything the last few days has been working towards the workshop and getting that ready. I say it's been such great fun. I can't wait for the next one. A bit windy. You had a barbecue today. See, it wouldn't have been great weather here for barbecuing. I don't know. I suppose it is. But you just don't know what it's going to do. You look up and you think it's going to rain, but there's just no rain coming. Maybe overnight. I'm sure when I saw the weather, it was supposed to rain, but that's neither here nor there. The weatherman once told me it was going to be sunny, and it snowed, so we can't quite go off that 100% all the time. Now, I need to take some of these beetles out of this multi-species tank. I was just looking at them, and there's quite a few beetles in there at the moment. I do like to try and keep it to about 6. From my counts, there might be 12 in there, so they'll get added into the Mario worm farm. That's not an issue. They'll go and join all their brothers and sisters, because I do get most of my Mario worm beetles from in here, and obviously some grow up in the enclosure, but yeah, that'll be great fun, reaching in and grabbing out some beetles without getting the ants. It is becoming more and more difficult to do maintenance and stuff in this tank with the Polyrhacus dives just absolutely everywhere. So with the lighting situation, I've actually turned the UV down on my new lights so that it's not all growing so fast. I don't have to do so many cutbacks, don't have to get in there so often. This right left hand side, I believe it's the elephant's ear fern, I think it's called, the common name. That does need a cutback, but the rest of it seems to be doing really well. Now, I'll tell you why that is. It's because it gets the sunshine straight from the window a little bit further to the left, just in front of me where the desk is hit. So it kind of gets hit with all that real UV from the sun. The rest of the tank kind of doesn't get that, so I'm guessing that's why it hasn't affected it too much. There's a few drones wandering about. I did think the other day that they might have had a slight nuptial flight, because there was just drones all over the place. There was a couple of ants wandering like in areas that they wouldn't normally go. In other words, they had escaped, which kind of leads to a feel of excitement in the tank. Something's happening. The subscriptions are going really well. Thank you for asking. We've actually, like, with all the extra advertising I've been doing at the minute, obviously not working anymore and going full time with the ant stuff, I've been able to put a lot more time into advertising it and talking about it, which I think's really helped. I can't wait to send out this month's, because we've got quite a few new ones, as you know, new subscribers. So yeah, that I'm guessing you meant the subscription boxes, not the subscribers on YouTube. I'm not sure. Subscribers on YouTube, we're nearly at 550 now, which is super cool. But yeah, I'm super excited to send out the boxes this month. As you know, like I just said, we've got quite a few new people signed up to it, and yeah, it is like my pride and joy. They are like, what's the word? I can't remember. A real labour of love. As you know, I put a lot of passion and effort into everything I do like this, and I feel it really hits the spot what I wanted it to do, if you know what I mean. The beginner's one is perfect. If you have never touched ants before in your life, you can literally go from like, yeah, you know, you'll get your colony and you'll go the whole year and you shouldn't have any problems if you go by the sheets of the walkthrough sheets, and then you move on to the next stage, and again you get that all those extra bits of knowledge, and it just kind of hits the spot. Like, you get your ants, you get everything you need, your formicarium, your food, your barriers, some fun stuff, your fact file, all of that lot. But the education part of it, I feel, is like valued way more than what the box is even sold for. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. I feel like it's got real kind of educational value. Yeah, that makes sense, kind of. If it doesn't make sense, just shout at me. Everyone else does. Talking to you there, wife. No, I'm joking. She doesn't shout at me much. Yeah, it's like I say, it's one of those things that I've really taken to. We've now started doing a smaller one as well. It's just fact file sheets. Honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head how much we put it for, but it is just as cheap as we could go, basically. A few quid a month, and we will send you out a fact file sheet every month. It's nice. It's laminated. It's the same ones as you get in the bigger subscription boxes. But if all you want is just these nice fact sheets to go up on your wall, or if you want to buy a fact file off us as well, we do sell those on our website. Then you can fill your fact file with your fact sheets. And yeah, it's just another option that we thought we'd put on there, because quite a few people do like the fact sheets. In fact, we find they are really great for the home education side of things. They're not too full of stupid information. It's just the fun stuff that's like you want to know, really. And we've done some amazing species, tried to cover a nice range, some of the easier ones, all the ones that you're going to get in your boxes, and then we've gone some bit more random ones, and then there's the bonus ones as well of the different insects that we keep and that we've researched into and things like that. So it's just a bit more enjoyable stuff. If I could give them all away, if I could give everyone a set of them for free, I would, but it's just not a world that we live in. But again, if anyone's interested in it, I am just going to mute you for 5 seconds so I can have a really, really good cough. 2 seconds, 5 seconds, however long. Thank you, Creepy Critters. That's very kind. I did think, like you say, it's because some people just want the fact sheets, and rather than having to say, like, oh, you got to buy them in the subscription box, they should just be available. And I also thought if someone's missing one or just wants one in particular, then just send me an email. But I don't know. I always try and help in any way I can. Katrina watched an interesting documentary on Solenopsis invicta earlier. Can you remember what it was called? I might have seen it. I don't know. The dark side of duck racing. Now that got me coughing. Thank you very much, Katrina. Yeah, I'll have a look at that if I can. Oh, pop it up on screen for a minute, and I shall check that out after the stream. That's going to be cool. I haven't watched much like that for a while, actually. I've just been so crazy busy, as you all know. Super exciting. The exhibition, not far away now. What's it? The 24th of, we're 24th of July now. So it's just over a month away to the exhibition. We are close to 100 tickets now out. So that's super exciting. That means there's, like I say, 100 people going to be there at least. So it's not going to be an empty room, at least. No, we knew it wasn't going to be an empty room, but it is super exciting to see more and more people coming down and taking part. Some people coming from really far away as well. Obviously, Mantis and I is in Northern Ireland, but we've got some people who are looking to come from far, far away. Antisocial's got his tickets. Awesome. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, super, or so awesome the way we've been supported on this. I can't even get my words out now. I'm hoping that everyone really enjoys the show. Well, I'm pretty sure you will anyways, but you know what I mean? It's going to be an amazing show. I've gone over it a million times. I'm not going to go over it again unless you want me to. If you want me to, just put it in the chat and I will go over it all. But yeah, super exciting. And like I say, close to 100 tickets gone out now. And we've got lots more to go, at least a couple more hundred. So it's not like we're going to sell out anytime soon. There should be tickets still available on the day. It wasn't too bad today. That's very confusing of the wife to say it wasn't too bad today. What wasn't too bad today? Just looked bad out the. Is she watching this on like 5 minutes ago whilst we were talking about the weather. I think she is. She's got on, like, I don't know. So, she's just going to confuse us. Bless her. But yeah, so the event, it's getting closer. The tickets are going more and more. Like I say, they're not going to sell out. There will be more tickets available on the day, on the door. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get my face painted like an ant or some kind of. I might get a butterfly. Butterflies are pretty cool. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could pull off a butterfly. I'll have to have a shave. You can't have a beard if you're going to be a butterfly, because that might just look kind of the butterfly's making a mess on your face. But so I'll have a shave. I'll become a butterfly. It'll be spectacular. We'll have to see how it goes during the chat show there, whilst I'm a butterfly and whatnot. But it's all good, you know. And I don't know. Some people have been talking about getting an ant costume. I am very happy to wear an ant costume, but I don't want to get too hot. That's the thing. If we get an ant costume, we might have to get like a fan or something. I don't know. A moth, yeah, get a moth. Ladybug. There's so many cool things that you get your face painted as. That's why we got it, you know, and it caters for the younger audience as well. But it's mainly for me to get my face painted. I haven't had that done in years, and it's a good excuse. And we all need a good excuse like that to get our face painted occasionally. Especially at my age. I will be 31 by the time of the exhibition. How scary is that? Now, I'm 30 right now, so who can work that out? My birthday, yeah, my birthday is in between now and the exhibition, and I'm getting old. Getting old, everyone. Whatever will we do when I am an old man? I don't know. I'm sorry, I just got very distracted looking at the jumping spider, complaining about getting old. No, 31's not too old, is it? I don't know. I still feel young. No, mentally I feel young. Physically, I feel old. But that's just me. Oh, that beetle just done like a backflip. Don't know if everyone else just saw that. That was cool. These beetles do fly occasionally. Has anyone spotted that on stream before? Oh, here's something, right? So I had a suggestion the other day, and it kind of made me chuckle, that I should do a competition for like the best Ants on the Rock quotes. So stuff that I've said that's like a quote. I don't know. I didn't quite get it, but he came out with some quite funny stuff. And some quite obvious stuff. We've been doing all sorts of competitions on the Facebook group lately. That's become quite a regular thing, and I think it will continue on. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, or if you're not active in the Facebook group, get on it. Otherwise, you're missing out on free stuff. We all like a bit of free stuff, especially in this world where everything's crazy expensive. They fly around your flat and they try and escape. Yeah, they can be a bit of a pain when they do that. But luckily, they've never escaped my enclosures. I just kind of, I know, they tend to like go up to the top of the sticks and then they jump, flap down, and that's about it. They don't fly very far, but there's a roof above them, you know. My wife just put in a message in, I'm lovely. Oh, bless her. She is about 5 minutes behind, I think. I don't know how you manage to do that when it's live, but if someone's going to mess up technology, it's probably going to be my wife. Bless her. She'll come in a minute and be like, oh, I don't mess up technology. Oh, you do. Right, so I'll tell you a story. whilst wifey is listening, she can back me up on this. She once set fire to our microwave to the point it burnt through a metal microwave. It burnt through like metal. How do you even do that? But yeah, that was quite an interesting day. I don't know how many microwaves and toasters and things she's gone through since I've been with her. We worked it out. Like we've been together a very long time. It feels like 100 years, and she agreed with me, so that's fine. But yeah, she's not great with microwaves. She paused it for a couple of minutes. She will be behind. Yeah, she probably did pause it, to be fair, because she's in there dealing with Evie, our youngest, and the other kids should be in bed by now. But yeah, she probably paused it. That's quite funny. So we could say something like now, and she won't know for like 5 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Katrina. Wheat bag heat pain thing easily. Hang on, I've just completely lost track of what. Are we calling my wife names now? Because that's great fun. Right, so here's something, right? And you're all going to think I'm super evil. But occasionally, and I mean pretty much every time, whenever I go shopping, right? And there's lots of like elderly people. So I'll make a phone call to the wife and I'll just like say, "Oh, I'm going to put you back in the cage." And like just to see the expression on the old people's face, it's hilarious. So if you've got a really cool wife like I've got, or a really cool husband, next time you're in the shops on your own, do that and just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you when I get home," and see the reactions of the people around you. It's hilarious. Obviously, you gotta be careful, but it's great fun. Got an awful sense of humour sometimes. It's not something I should really be advising to do, but it is funny sometimes. Amy's the worst of pranks, right? So the other day, she was desperate to prank Mummy. And what she wanted to do was convince Mummy that she was invisible by basically taking a photo of her sat somewhere, or no, take a photo of an empty area and then get Mummy to stand in that area and be like, "Oh, look, you're not even there," and convince her that she's going to visit. She was so determined to do this. I couldn't quite work out the logistics of it, but Amy's the little prankster. We've done all sorts. I think I told you before, we attached I think it was a spider toy, and we attached it via a piece of string and put it on the inside of a cupboard. So as the wife opened the cupboard door, out comes this flying spider. She screamed and ran, and it was amazing. And I would highly recommend doing it because it's completely harmless bit of fun. And yeah, it was brilliant. Great reaction, and the kids found it hilarious. I always like to involve the kids in my pranks because that was one of my pranks. I'm like, let's do this, and we creep in and go have fun with the kids. As well as educating them, go have a bit of fun with them occasionally. And that was the end of my cup of tea. Oh, nearly started coughing on that one. We're all right. We are going to call it quits in about 10 minutes at 10 p.m. So that's just 1 hour for you again, I'm afraid. But again, like I say, we've got an interview coming up on Wednesday, and I will dedicate some really good time into I will dedicate some time into getting some really good questions together. That's better words, wasn't it? My words are awful tonight. A little bit tired. It's been a long day, but really enjoyable. Let's say if anyone's in the Dorset area, come down, give us a little look at one of our events. We're going to be all over the place, and you can check it all out on the website or just send me a message. You know where I am on all of the different social medias. You'll either get me or one of the moderators who will pass the message on to me. Because we have some awesome moderators and team members who work tirelessly and dedicated and all of that lot, and I message at stupid o'clock in the morning sometimes with random ideas, and not one of them has told me to bugger off yet. So they're all awesome. That's good fun. That's good fun. Excuse me, this cough is getting to me. It is still really humid, which I don't think is helping. Although the bugs love it. Now, has anyone else noticed that everyone's colonies is starting to speed up? Now, obviously, it's the heat. We know that. We're not stupid. We're ant keepers and whatnot. Come on. But it is really interesting how just like I don't have to like put on heating or anything, and they're probably doing better at the moment than they've been doing for a lot. You know what I mean? They've just got so much heat and humidity. Obviously, like I say every stream, make sure you're watering your ants, giving them extra water, extra sprays in their enclosure. You don't want them drying out, especially in this heat. But yeah, very cool. In fact, these waxworms, they are great for fluids as well. They are full of calcium, they're full of fat and full of protein, but they are great for fluids as well. They do not, you can't rehydrate a colony off them, but they will gain some kind of fluid from waxworms, which is why they're all like juicy and plump. Now, the word moth in the chat, Katrina, just keeps like taking my eye, like Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Grand Moff Tarkin, Star Wars, and it's kind of distracting. Oh dear! So I'm still watching Stargate. What was that other thing we're watching? Right, this is a funny one. Has anyone watched Superstore? It's an American thing, I think. Quite amusing. Right, here we go. Antisocial. You tried breeding waxworms with little success. Right, it's one thing I've never bred. I read about it and I kind of thought, wow, that's a lot of effort. Like, because I do have so many other breeding projects on the go. I've got my roaches, I've got my worms, isopods, springtail, loads of stuff that I breed, as well as everything else that I keep and look after. I just thought it would be too much effort to start up another quite complicated breeding program. Like you say, you've had little success, and I feel I would probably have very little success as well. I've got a great supplier for waxworms. I'm not going to go into details and things like that, obviously, but yeah, they are what they are. I like waxworms because they're really easy to keep, especially if you keep them in the fridge. They do last quite long. They're not as messy as like mealworms. Mealworms are horrible, let's be honest. They're disgusting things after a few weeks. And yeah, they're just easy. And the ants really like them. They're great for like soft tissue. Things like Lasius niger don't even struggle with a waxworm. They'll take the whole thing. Whereas things like mealworms, obviously, you've got to cut into it, and they struggle to get through that kind of hard exoskeleton shell, and they only really get the point of access where you've cut into it. So yeah, I really like feeding waxworms, and like I said, I do it en masse, we could say. It also saves me going into my breeding project so often, because if I was to feed this colony strictly on roaches, I'd need a hell of a breeding project. Just, you know what I mean? They eat a lot. They do eat a lot. And between all of my colonies, I counted again. Like, so, I said I was at 37 colonies and I started not having so many colonies. I'm on 42 now. How did that happen? 42 colonies. So yeah, we've got 42 ant colonies of our own now, as well as all the other inverts and insects and everything else that we've got, and everything in the shop. So it's quite an undertaking. Oh wow! So I had to do. It just fell into like calendar days. I basically had to go through like 2 days of feeding non-stop. It was craziness, but it was great fun. He keeps sneaking that in. Oh, I keep sneaking them in. Yeah, that's the thing. When when you're addicted to ant keeping, you gotta just like keep sneaking them in occasionally. Oh, that is okay. Hold on. Okay, try the other ones. Turn into black soldier flies and ants love them. Oh, okay. I use my fishing tackle shot for maggots. Yes, fishing shops are really good for maggots and things like that, and really great to feed your colonies. In fact, someone asked me the other day, "Where's the best place to get some flies or maggots or whatever?" I'm desperate, and just go down to your fishing tackle shop, see what they got. They usually got something, and if you want to pupate most, if your ants will love you, and don't let your freezer turn off for days. Like, oh yeah, I bet that's grim. I bet that's grim. Oh dear. So yeah, talking to the wife the other night. Now I'm not saying this legitly. Don't take it seriously at all. I mean that 100%. But the idea was thrown about to start offering the service to, like, if you buy some ants, we can put it in plain packaging. We even like put a sticker of something else on the front. Winky eye, sneaky face, or whatever, nudge, nudge, and all of that. Because the amount of people which message me and they're like, "Oh, can you put it in plain packaging? Because I don't want the wife to know." It's like we should totally start like advertising this as like a normal thing. It's like when the pub when you're a guy and you in the pub and you say, like, "Here, barman, take my money. My wife is gonna ring. I wasn't here." Yeah, incognito packaging, exactly. It's definitely something we could look into doing. I think it would go down quite well. As much as we do love the new Ants on the Rock boxes, I think we should definitely look at doing that. Discretion service, yeah. I mean, they do it for adult websites, don't they? They even changed the address that you bought it from or whatever on your card. You know what I mean? They change it to something random, don't they? So we could totally do that. We could change it to an adult website and really mess with the system. Ninja posty. that literally got me thinking, like, doing backflips coming down. Now I know my postman quite well. He goes to the same gym I do. He's an absolute legend, and I could totally imagine him like balaclavaed up, wearing completely, but doing backflips down the street, like, take that, post. Oh, that would be brilliant. And I think if we suggested it to him, he would probably agree it's a brilliant idea. But I don't know if they do have a uniform, apparently. Maybe, and also if he's wearing a balaclava, I mean, some people are going to be a little bit concerned about the balaclava. But still, I could totally see him being a ninja. Backflips all the way. Believe it or not, that's one thing I can't do. I cannot backflip. Now, I haven't ever tried, but I can do most sporting kind of things. I can jump pretty high and whatnot, but I've never tried a backflip. I'm probably not going to either. I'm just making that clear. I always tell other people to try it, but it's not something I'm going to do. Oh dear. Yeah, so that was, like I say, that was an idea that was thrown about, but 100% don't take it seriously, because I don't want to get like in trouble for. I don't know. Can you get in trouble for doing that? I don't know. I think we should look into it. I shall read, but no, I can't see. I can see it going down well, but I can't see myself actually doing it. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. But then I do some weird stuff. I don't particularly care. I just sang on stream, so oh well. But so right, it is now 10 o'clock. I am gonna start to end this stream. Again, it's been absolutely amazing talking to you tonight. I'm so sorry that I didn't have a lot to talk about, but it has turned into a great fun stream as it normally does. You're all absolutely spectacular. Thank you for watching, sending me your comments and your good vibes. There was something else I was going to say before the next bit. Cannot remember for the life of me, but I'm sure it will come back at some point, probably during the next stream. I don't know. But a massive thank you to our sponsors, Answer Us and Valhalla Martial Arts. Both absolutely fantastic for supporting us and helping us grow the brand. Massive thank you to our Patreon supporters, Stacey, Katrina, and Jason. I can't say enough about it all. Thank you for supporting us as well. If you're interested in joining our Patreon, check it out. It's only a couple of quid a month, and it makes all the world of difference to what we can do here at Ants on the Rock. We will be here, as always, Wednesdays and Sundays. I will be releasing videos as soon as I'm done with the editing process and stuff. I am running slightly behind on that, but some other things took a little bit longer. You know what I'm like. I'm just super busy at the minute, but I am getting back on top of it, and I do apologize for not being on time with everything. But I know you'll forgive me because you're all absolutely spectacular. And that beetle just got bitten. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll see you all again soon. Thank you for signing in. Sign in for the next episode. Shout me on social media if you need me at all for any reason. I don't know. Just give me a message. But yeah, as always, we'll see you again soon, Ant fans. Good night.